Hey everybody, welcome to the Keto Mom page. My name is Stephanie, and we're going to talk about decision making, having a decisive heart. And we're going through this book. As you're tuning in, I would love to know, how is your Monday morning? It's a beautiful Monday. It's a beautiful Monday here in Minnesota. I look outside, the sun is shining, my hat looks crooked. It's going to be a really great week. It's going to be a great week because I said it. Your words are powerful. So we're going to talk about having a decisive heart. My hope is to go through something on your mindset every morning to give you something to think about. I'm actually going to read a couple paragraphs to you. I loved what he said. And let me ask you this question. This is a really great question. Well, just popped into my head. Are you a decision maker, or do you feel like you have to ask and pray and seek? Not that that's bad, because 100%. Get some counsel, get some mentorship, ask good questions, but there's also an aspect of deciding, like making the decision and taking the next step. And so I'm going to dive right in. And I'm going to read this to you, and you can decide if it's something that you need some inspiration on, or maybe you're like, I actually need to make a decision and I have been swaying back and forth. You need to have a decisive heart. So he says, a man once said, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Knowing this to be true, I am taking my first step today. Far too long, my feet have been tentative. They've been shuffling left and right. More backwards than forwards as my heart gauges the direction of the wind. Criticism, condemnation, and complaints are the creatures of the wind. They come and they go, and they waste breath of lesser beings and have no power over me. So it's basically a statement that I want you to think about as you're like, that needs to be me. The power to control direction belongs to me. Today, I will begin to exercise that power. I am going to make decisions. I'm not going to wave in the wind. I'm not going to let other people decide for me. I'm not going to let criticism or other people's thoughts, because they might not agree with what I'm doing. But if I'm doing the next step towards the goals I want to achieve, then you're going to have people that are going to make jabs, right? But I'm going to decide to keep going. My course has been charted. My destiny is assured. I have a decisive heart. I am passionate about my vision for the future. Are you passionate about your vision for the future? And if you're like, I don't know, then we need to get some vision for your future. I will awaken every morning with an excitement about the new day and its opportunities for growth and change. My thoughts and my actions will work in a forward motion, never sliding into the dark forest of doubt or the muddy quicksand of self-pity. I will freely give my vision for the future to others, and as they see the belief in my eyes, they will follow me. I'm going to be passionate. I'm going to do the things that are on my heart. I'm going to move forward. I'm not going to let crabs in the bucket pull me down. I'm not going to let other people's thoughts or opinions of the goals that I have set me back. I will lay my head on my pillow every single night, happily exhausted, knowing that I have done everything within my power to move the mountains in my path. As I sleep, the same dream that dominates my wakening hours will be the one with me in the dark. Yes, I have a dream. It is a great dream, and I will never apologize for it. Neither will I let it go. For if I do, my life would be finished. My hopes, my passions, my visions for the future are my very existence. A person without a dream never had a dream. A person without a dream never had a dream come true. I have a decisive heart. I will not wait. I know that the purpose of analysis is to come to the conclusion. So he talks about the purpose of analysis. He's like, listen, it's time to just make a decision. Move forward. Stop trying to get everybody else to agree with you and go. And now I have to make the decision with my heart. I am not timid. I will move now and not look back. What I put off until tomorrow, what I put off until tomorrow, I will put off until the next day as well. I will not be a procrastinator. All of my problems become smaller when I confront them. If I touch a thistle with caution, it will prick me. But if I grasp it boldly, its spine crumbles into dust. I will not wait. I am passionate about my vision for the future. My course has been charted. My destiny is assured, and I have a deciding heart. I read that this morning, and I was like, oh, that's so good. Where have you let other people's opinions, other people's words, other people's thoughts dictate your decisions? And we could simply talk about the keto diet if all we talked about was how you're eating. Isn't it funny how most people have an opinion about the food that you eat? Isn't it funny? I'm like, man, I've never had more people concerned about what I'm eating and what I'm drinking. And not in a good way. Like, oh, I heard that wasn't healthy. Oh, I heard that does this and this and this. Please check with your doctor. I'm just being silly, but for real, isn't it interesting how people love to give you their opinion? And then I want to just like, maybe you should join me. Hey, what are your goals? Okay, I know you're watching me, but like, what are you going after? Right? So don't let people's negative mindset, negative words, negative opinions dictate the direction that you're going. If you have somebody that's really like, oh, I really got some value to add to you, you can say, okay, here's where I'm going. Do you have any great insight to help me move that way? Right? It's so interesting to me how people will very quickly give you a negative thought about what you're doing. But, and I'll give you a really quick, like, have any of you ever been criticized for eating keto, low carb, working on your health, getting healthy, getting stronger? Something as silly as when we joined the CrossFit gym, I had people like crazy going, oh, it's going to hurt your joints. I don't know why you're doing that. Oh my goodness, I heard this and I heard that. I'm like, I mean, why don't you tell me like, hey, that sounds great. Congratulations, you're moving your body. That's so awesome, right? But it's interesting to me, somebody would nitpick at the fact that our family joined CrossFit, but you wouldn't, like that same person probably wouldn't go to their best friend sitting on the couch eating a bag of potato chips being like, I can't believe you're sitting on the couch watching a movie eating a bag of chips. Same thing goes with food. I'll have people that'll say, I can't believe you eat that way. And I'm like, would you walk up to somebody at a restaurant that has like a double-sized meal and extra large Coke and a dessert and be like, are you actually going to eat that? Like, would you do that? So interesting. People usually will give you negative feedback, terrible criticism. They will try to pull you down because what you're doing is you're moving forward. You have a vision, you have a purpose, and it's making them feel less than because they know they should probably be doing more. So don't get frustrated by other people's words or thoughts, because if you're focused and you're going in a right direction, keep going. We can't be everything to everybody, and not everybody is going to like us. So a couple more thoughts. It says, I have a decisive heart. More people fail at what they attempt because of an undecided heart than for any other reason. And I underline two things. Successful people make their decisions quickly and they change their minds slowly. Unsuccessful people make their decisions slowly and they change their minds quickly. Just a couple thoughts for you today. This is a great book. I've decided I'm just going to take a couple things out, give you a thought for the day. I want you to be encouraged on this Monday as you go into your office or your work or wherever you're at. I want you to have a decisive heart. What are you doing? Are you focused? Are you easily swayed because you're like, I'm starting today. Today is day one. I'm doing so great. I got up this morning and I read and I did all the things. And then you're like, my coworkers asked me out and I went and binged on food. If you did, it didn't wreck the rest of your day. Get back up and keep going. Or no, I have a decisive heart and I have goals and dreams and I'm not going to. Like, I packed my lunch. Nope, I already had plans. Thank you. Do what you know you're supposed to do. All right? That's what this is about, this chapter. I don't even know what chapter that we're on. Don't even know. And I don't even know if many of you have this book because I randomly decided to go through it. I don't know the next book that we're going to do. So I'm just covering these 7 decisions because I thought it would give you something to think about, and then we'll decide from there. If you have a really great book that you've read and you think it would really truly add value to the Keto Mom page, you should post the name below, and I'd love to look at it. So I'm not sure yet. Otherwise, have a decisive heart. Thank you for tuning in. Share any great books that you've read that you're like, oh man, this would be really great for the page to go through. Otherwise, you can always message me with your questions. I'm here to help. Today is going to be a great day. Why? Because I'm saying it's going to be a great day. So thank you. I truly appreciate you. I'm going to drink my ketones and I'm going to start my day. Well, I've already started my day, but I'm going to keep going. All right. I appreciate you. We'll talk to you very soon. Have a good morning.